Hey, what's up, you guys? Tom is back with another LinScents video. The wifey is here as well. Dogs are in her lap. And oh, by the way, before I get into the where and however you're watching me, I'll start with something funny today. Got any funny news today?
I don't think so. Not like something that happened today? Something funny?
Anything that might get a little laughter out of somebody?
Well, no, because it's probably copyrighted.
Well,
it was this video that I saw on Instagram, and it reminds me of my mom. Like, if y'all know my mom, like, she is a character. But anyhow, I'll try to explain the video. It was of this guy falling, and he cussed the people out for watching him fall, and they were trying to ask him if he was okay. So this was a true story that happened to my mom. She fell at a gas station, and she's like, "Oh, goddamn, I hurt myself." And the man was like, "Ma'am, do you want some help?" And she's like, "Don't you see? I hurt my damn knee." And so I saw a video on Instagram, and it had me over here cracking up. And he was in the kitchen, cleaning up after dinner. And I was over here just rolling. I was trying to do it silently, and he's like, "What the heck is she in there laughing at?" And if he could have just seen the way my mom fell at this gas station, and she had this long blue jean skirt on, it was hilarious. If y'all can see it in my head, I was in the car rolling, and it was after church too. we were laughing because she wasn't hurt. I think she was more embarrassed than hurt. But anywho.
Hopefully you guys got a hoot and hollering on that. Well, the only thing that's kind of funny, I mean, it's not funny for me, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of you have gone through this situation. As you guys know, we have two dogs. One of them loves to chase shadows around the house, and the other likes to rip my socks off of my feet. And so yesterday he actually got a hold of one as I was tugging on the sock with my other hand. And he must have got a hole in the big toe part. So I decided to wear those again today. And, when you first put on your socks, sometimes that hole is on the bottom of the toe and you really don't notice it. But throughout the day, when you're pressing on that gas pedal or moving your feet around the car, eventually that big toe creeps through that hole, and it just is kind of annoying. It doesn't hurt or anything, but it's just, that toe is sticking out of that sock and you can't put it back in. And no matter how many times you straighten up that sock, the toe just comes through that hole each and every single time. So Charlie, he's going to get an ass whooping later today.
So
but
what made you train the dog to take your socks off?
It was almost like to have a cool dog that brings slippers, This one does not bring slippers, but he takes the socks off. So if you like taking your socks off at night while you're just, sitting there, because I usually like to wear socks around the house, but eventually sometimes, you like that cool feel on your foot or feet if there is anything. And he just decided to start ripping them off. So again, yesterday got a hole in one of them, and my toe's been out all day today. So just one toe. He didn't make it big enough for all the toes to breathe. So just one toe has been breathing quite fine today. But
he takes our guest socks off too.
He does. So I don't know. Anyways, today's video is a unique video, I think.
He has out some interesting things.
I have 6 fragrances sitting in front of me right now. The wife, she can actually see the fragrances that are in front of her, but when she smells them eventually, she will not be able to see because we do have a blindfold. And with today's video, I have 6 videos, and in front of me are fragrances that a man could wear at least both of these on any given day, just like on one single occasional day, okay? So you can wear a work fragrance and then possibly a date night fragrance, okay? So I'm going to see if the wife has been paying attention to these videos over the time. We'll see if she's kind of maybe learned a thing or two. And what we're going to do is we're going to blindfold her. We're going to put a fragrance in front of her nose. I'm not going to spray because I actually sprayed all these in the air already. They're way over there. The house kind of smells good right now. And I'm going to let her just smell them from the bottle. And we are going to quiz her. We're going to see, can she guess a date night fragrance to a work everyday fragrance, okay? Now, again, these are kind of fragrances that a man, if you think of like a couple of occasions that you can think of, obviously there's multiple occasions you can wear a different fragrance, but work, you got to go to work every day, and possibly every day after work, you and the wife might go out for a dinner, okay? So that's why I got these sitting in front of me. This is the designer edition as well. And with that being said, I forgot all about the letting you guys know how you're watching me or wherever you're watching me, but if you guys want to let me know how you're watching us, please let us know down in the comments below which TV, which electronic device are you watching me? Where are you watching me? Who knows?
Is it the watch? Are you watching us on a watch?
If you are watching me on a watch, good luck with that. Hopefully you got that magnifying glass in front of you too. So, or maybe you got Coke bottle glasses on. Who knows? But anyways, we are going to get down with the blindfolded thing. Now, as you guys can see, this is not a cool, no, this isn't one of those sexy, seductive blindfolds. This is just straight up put in the refrigerator. You want to get those eye bags out and you put this on. So no cool blindfolds here. We'll let the wife put that on.
Christian Grey in this house.
We'll let her put that on. And then again, we will see, has she learned anything throughout this journey of mine and these fragrances? Honestly, none of these fragrances in front of me, the 6 that are sitting in front of me, again, when you have a huge collection, honestly, I really want to smell like something different every single day. I barely ever, and here comes the dog for good measure. That's not the one that's putting the holes in my socks, by the way. It's the smaller one. You must not like this blindfold. Maybe she looks a little bit too much like RoboCop in front of him, and maybe he's not digging that. But
the other one is biting on my knee.
Anyways, here we go. I don't think she can see through that.
I can't.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a, it looks like a more like a VR machine more than a blindfold. But anyways,
Cold.
Let's start off with the first one. I'm not going to say what it is because then maybe she'll understand what it is. And again, if you think about it, date night, I'm going to see if she can guess whether it's a cool weather fragrance too and a warm weather fragrance. Okay, so we'll start off probably with one of my favorite cheapies of all time. I love this fragrance. You guys know this one. You guys have seen this on a video on occasion when the journey first started. As you can see, it is definitely one of my favorites because you can see there is a big dent in this bottle. But we shall see. What does the wife think? Is this like a work fragrance or is this a date night fragrance?
Did you put it in my mouth?
Smell it.
Okay.
What do you think?
It's a work fragrance. I would hope you wear that to work, not on a date.
That is a work fragrance. Ding, ding, ding. She got the first one correct. This is a work fragrance. This is a going to the gym fragrance. Honestly, when you think of work fragrance, you can almost think of just an any day fragrance too. So this is definitely a work fragrance, a gym fragrance, just lounging around the house fragrance. As this is soapy, it's clean, it's fresh. Bam bizzle. So that is that Pecksniff Active. If you guys have never seen the videos on this one, go check them out. I'm not going to leave it in the description down below. You're just going to have to go find it. Anyways, next up, we'll go with this one from one of my favorite designer houses. I just wish their fragrances lasted longer. I wish you can find them more. I wish they had more of these at the discounter stores, like the TJ Maxx and the Rosses and stuff like that. You really never see them at those ones, but they're usually discounted everywhere else. The fragrance nets and stuff like that. This one is this one right here, okay? Let's see if the wife can guess this one, okay? Where would you like me to wear this? To work or on a date night? Or is there too much alcohol in it?
Oof, this thing is bothersome. Okay, just put it back by my nose. Another work fragrance? I don't think that's a date night fragrance.
Unfortunately, this is a date night fragrance because there are some spices in here. It's more of a star anise fragrance, so it'll have a little licoricey smell, little dark fragrance. This is that 212 VIP Black from Carolina Herrera. It's a nice cool weather fragrance too. Now it could be that kind of, sometimes star anise kind of almost has that minty smell that kind of gives off this minty smell. Maybe that's where she could have thought this was a work fragrance, but no, indeed this is a date night fragrance, and a very good one too. If you guys haven't checked this one out yet, Carolina Herrera 212 VIP. By the way, I am putting the atomizer right up to your nose, so hopefully when you get right to it, you smell it.
Okay.
Next up,
I did not like that one, by the way.
she didn't like that one, so again, date night fragrance. Hey, she would have just been not pleased. However, I think if she really got a hold of this spray, like she'd like it, but who knows. Next up is pretty much one of my favorite fragrances, date night fragrances, and it's a favorite date night fragrance, although I probably only wore it once on a date night, but I like it so much. I'm one of those guys that just does not like using the more expensive fragrances often. I got to try to find a clone of this one. If you guys know one, especially Middle Eastern, let me know which one it is. But this one is one of the fragrances that I have, as soon as I first smelled it, I was like, ooh, I gotta have it. So it's one of those designers that I actually did buy on my own. Usually I'm cheap. I don't like spending money if I don't have to, but this one was one of them. Here you go, smell it. I'll put it right to your nose. You don't even have to move. I'll put it.
Oh, that smells nice. I think you can wear that on a date or in the office. It smells like it has some vanilla. Doesn't.
Smell it one more time.
Yeah, it has a little slight sweetness, but yeah, I think you can. It's definitely a date night fragrance. I think. Yeah, I think it's a date night fragrance, but I feel like you can wear it to the office if you want to, because it smells like you can wear it with a suit.
I would give it that. I would say you can wear this with a suit. You could easily wear this with, now again, it all depends on what job you're going to now, okay? If you're going into McDonald's, you're not going to wear this, okay? Because you don't wear suits. Matter of fact, the McDonald's I've been to lately, let's get off the subject on cologne real quick. These people just wear anything into work nowadays. Seen one person wearing his backpack in there. I guess he must have had to do some homework while he was flipping the burgers or something, but wow, some of them allowed them to bring their kids into the restaurant too. The other day I seen a mother yelling at the kid to put the fries in the basket. So be careful when you go to there. No, they don't even wear the right clothes anymore. I don't even think the shirt says McDonald's. I think the shirt just says shirt on it. But again, this one was Gentleman by Givenchy. This one, now where I'm thinking she might have thought work, and again, this could be a work outfit, is because it is a nice powdery irisy scent. You guys know that iris is going to kind of give it this waxy, almost kind of lipsticky smell, but then there's like this little bit of sweetness in this fragrance that makes this to me a nice date night fragrance. But then again, I would see a nice dressed up male wearing this, nice dressed up going into work. You're the boss. Yeah, you can wear that into work too, but I would say date night.
It does smell good.
Next up, this one. Man, I actually really like this fragrance. And you guys can see, I did get this on a trade, but I have wore this one a couple times already. This is one of my favorites, especially from this house. And honestly, it's probably one of only two from this house, but I like this one a lot. Here's the bottle. Okay. Let's see if the wife can guess this one. Now, sometimes these work fragrances seem easy to just guess. Yeah, it's a work fragrance, especially if I'm giving her an option between work and date night. You know, 50-50 chance, okay? But This just goes to show that everyone's nose is different. Okay, this is just my point. That's why I don't really like to do these comparison videos, because what I smell may be different from what others smell. So that's why I'm just saying, a lot of us, our noses are different. They work different. Okay, let's see, get it close to your nose, and then I'll tell you to sniff. Sniff.
Work fragrance. It smells very clean.
Very clean, kind of watery, crisp, fresh. Very nice.
Soapy.
Very nice, clean, fresh. That is Hugo Boss Extreme. And actually, this is a, you know, when you're wearing this to work and, you know, to the office or anything like that, it's kind of loud too. This one actually is kind of loud. So definitely get away with a few sprays of this and be good. And it's not going to be, not going to offend anybody with this one. Okay, so there's that. Next up is one that I recently purchased not too long ago at the Marshalls. Fellas, especially you frag heads, you guys know when you go to that Marshalls, especially on a day when the wifey is not in attendance with you, that is when you do your secret fragrance shopping, when you go look through everything, when you gotta try to buy that fragrance without the wife knowing that you spent some of that money on that fragrance. And when you get home, you kind of don't even bring the bag, and you just sneak that box in some sort of way without her seeing it. You kind of just open the box in another room, and you just throw the fragrance up on the shelf somewhere where she might not even recognize it, especially if you got a lot of them. This is one of those that I actually did that with, because I don't think she would even know this one, but let's see if she knows based off of the smell. Should I be wearing this to work or on a date night?
It's kind of fresh.
It is.
I would say to work.
Ding, ding, ding. She got that one correct. You guys, this one is that, I don't want to butcher the name. Fucknable. Okay. Mother fucknable. This is that regatta. Okay, this is a made in Paris, made in France. France, Paris, France. There you go. Fucknable regatta. And yes, that is a work fragrance.
You didn't bring me nothing.
Last but not least, we'll go with this one. Now, she's pretty much got all of them correct, I would say, except for the one. She's what is that? 4 or 5 right now. Okay, so we'll see if she can get this last one and have it be 5 or 6. Let's see if she can get it. The fragrance is near your nose now.
Okay, well, there's no freshness. There's a little bit of sweet and something dark. I'm gonna say date night because there's no freshness.
Now, yes, she got that correct. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't wear a fresh fragrance on a date, okay? This is just what I would wear personally if this was like a date night fragrance. Now, obviously, too, there are certain type of dates, okay? You got your playful date, bowling, going to miniature golf, maybe going to the movies.
Sailing type of date? Like a
going on a cruise or something like that. Going to the bar, something like that. And then there's I believe a sexy date night would be a nice dinner. Okay, nice dinner. Maybe afterwards you go to a play or a salsa dancing. Maybe you go to a nice little lounge that maybe has some jazz music playing or something like that. I don't know, whatever the hell you guys do on date nights, whatever that's what you do, okay? This is the YSL La Nuit de l'Homme, and honestly, I think this is probably one of the sexiest date night fragrances there is of all time. It's got that cardamom. It's got that nice, sweet, spicy scent. And yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite date night fragrances. And again, I am cheap, and I don't feel like being one of those guys that buys multiple bottles of the same thing. So I rarely use this sparingly, okay? So maybe once every 5 months, because I just feels like if you spray too many, you just kind of get that feeling like, oh my God, you're using too much. And you still got like a whole bottle just sitting there. But it's just a psychological thing, I think. But
Let's high find it. That's gonna be his fave.
Yeah. The son, he'd probably love this if he got a whiff of it. Just a very good fragrance right there, you guys. But there you go. Okay, that goes to show that some of our noses are different. There has been times where I would, sometimes we have people come over, they look at the fragrance collection, they're like, oh my God, look at that. Look at, they start smelling stuff, and they smell stuff way different than what I smell like. The thing is, a lot of them really don't. And for some of you guys that act like you know all these notes before you became frag heads, please calm down, okay? There's not one person in here that knew what the hell a bergamot was in middle school or early high school. A lot of you guys didn't know what vetiver was. A lot of you guys don't know what geranium is. A lot of you guys don't know what patchouli is.
Most people probably did.
Well, maybe patchouli. I mean, you can see that at the bathroom sprays and stuff like that. Or
Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body Works, okay? But you had to go into one of those places to find out that, okay? You didn't just grow up knowing what the hell patchouli was, or bergamot, or iris.
If their parents were hippie.
Okay? So for some of you guys that are on here like, oh, dude, which one has that note in it? Go out there and look at it, read it, and go figure it out. Because I didn't know what the hell an iris was before I got into the fragrances. I didn't know what the hell iris smelled like.
I didn't even know what lavender was.
Lavender, yeah, I knew the word. I knew that there was a such thing as lavender, but I didn't know what the hell it smelled like.
Star anise.
So, star anise, we know that, but so, anyways, for all you guys that think you guys are like note connoisseurs, relax, take a chill pill, and again, some of us have different noses, okay? But there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, hit the likes, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.